Alright, this is part two. You think you go touring Ivan? High chance I will go touring. But I told you, if I go touring, this will all be behind the scenes. This will not be on YouTube, man. That's why you guys you're gonna regret it, man. Look at Ivan. People are gonna post clips, obviously. Look at Ivan cracking jokes at the event. And for my event for the touring, you're looking at a venue of like 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50,000 people. It's been crazy. Like 50,000 people at that event, man. It's been crazy. Yeah, man. And how it works for the touring, obviously, you know what I'm saying? Because Peter's agreed, Peter's like, Ivan, we're going to go touring. I'm like, I don't know, Peter, we might go touring. Peter's like, Ivan, people tell me, Ivan, you're definitely going to go touring with Zoom, man. Zoom's have crazy white buzz. People are going to be calling your office. Yeah, that's why you have to have your secretaries be prepped for that, obviously. And the actors get paid for the tour, as I'm charging the venues for speaking fees, obviously. How's it going to work? I take half, you take 50%, I take half. I take me and Vijay take half of the pie, and it's divided among the actors for the tour. This is part two, guys. I'm sorry. How much will you charge? I already talked about this. It depends on people. Let's say there's 20,000 people at the event, and you charge $10 for every fan to be there. That's $200,000 you made. I take 100K. You take 100K. And the 100K is divided among me and Vijay and the actors. If I make 100K, me and Vijay can take home like $60,000, and the rest goes to the actors. They take home like 4K each. Everyone takes home 4K each. Peter takes home. Peter's making the same amount of money as the actors for the touring, obviously. Peter's like, Ivan, you can charge them more. Like charge them take 7% of it. I'm like, Peter, stop being greedy, man. No. They're renting the venue. I'll let them get half the money, but I take half of the money. Yeah, that's fair, Ivan. The only reason why I'm making this money is because of you and your wife, yes, and the stars. Hence why I want half. I take 50%. You take home 50% of the pie. You have to ask them how much are you charging. Chances are they're going to charge like $10 for the event, for the 1.5 hour, 2 hour event. Okay, so if you have 20,000 fans and you charge them $10, that's $200,000 you made that one day. I take home 100K, you take home the 100K, and you split it with you, your wife, and the actors and Peter and all of them. So me and Vijay can take home like 60K. Don't hate us, I'm saying. And then the 140K is split with the actors. So there's I don't know, 15 people, 14 people. 14 people, one what? 140K divided by 14, right? 140 divided by 14. Yeah. The actors are all taking home $10,000 each. So sorry. See how generous I am? So even though me and Vijay are making way more and we're making 60K, I'm nice enough to give them 10K for speaking, right? That's a good paycheck for them, obviously. No, 60K is me. I'll take home 70K and I'll give them. If I make 100K. Sorry, my math is off. If I make 100K, me and Vijay can take home like $40,000. And the actors take the 60K split with the actors. So sorry, my math is off, guys. I was thinking 200K. Yeah. So, 60K divided by 14. 60 divided by 14, obviously. Actors still made like $4,200. $4,200 they made. A lot of money. Yeah, man. If there's 50,000 people and you charge $10, you make 500K. 250K goes to me. And then me and Vijay can take home $100,000 of that, $100,000 of that. So I'm sorry. Sorry, not 100K. So let's say if there's a venue of 50,000 people, they charge $10. Obviously, they make 500K. 250K goes to me and Vijay, and then me and Vijay we take home like $100,000 of that money. $110,000 of the money around there, and then 140K. 250 minus 110 is what, $140,000, right? Yeah, 140K split with the actors. They take home like $10,000 each. We can take home 100K, and the actors, the 150K split with the 14 people: Peter, Guillermo del Toro, and like the 11 stars that are coming with me, and my head of production, my two cerebrals. They take home like 11K each. So if I go touring, me and Vij are gonna be making like a few $1,000,000 in speaking fees, man. We're gonna be making so much money, man. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And the venue will pay us check, obviously, because the venue will be paying us check. That's why I'm gonna tell the actors. I'm gonna tell the actors' agents, because the agent's gonna tell me, "Ivan, you go touring." Yeah, I'm gonna tell the actors' agents, "Look, man, I might perhaps go touring." I'm like, yeah, actors. If I go touring on a worldwide tour for Zanus, obviously, you're gonna have to work this out with your agents. Your agent's taking 10% of your money, man. Obviously, yeah. Me and Weege are gonna make probably like maybe $1.5-2 million in speaking fees for the world tour. Something crazy. Actors are gonna be pulling in their like 200K, 250K around there, 300K in speaking fee earnings. Yeah, they made a lot of money. Yeah, Ivan's Cubby Bulls, however, Hollywood don't even get paid, man. Hollywood just covers our living and all that stuff and our flights, but they don't pay us. Ivan charged the venues, and yeah. Even though Ivan VJ are fucking greedy, they took most of the pie. Obviously, Ivan's generous, but he gave us a nice like 10% of his earnings for the speaking fees. Yeah, I'm giving the actors like 10% of my earnings for the speaking fees because I'm generous, obviously. Yeah, I made like 250K, man, 200K. You made 200K. Yeah, I made all this money for the movie and the royalties and the game, and I also made like hundreds of $1,000s in speaking fees. Yeah, my audio blow out of the water. Yeah, man. Yeah, but I highly doubt the world tour will happen because of why. But it might happen. We'll see what happens. Obviously, I might perhaps go touring. You never know, right? But I told you, if I go touring, it is all behind the scenes, man. It's not in the public eye. I didn't sell. So they book a venue, but like no, it's not posted on YouTube. Because you guys are crazy, Ivan, please have your doc team film it and post it on your Sabados channel. Because you guys are fucking crazy people. I'm not doing that. Ivan, please film it, man. No, man, I can't bring the doc team with me. I don't have room. I'm not renting another jet, and it costs more money. And the doc team does not have the manpower to film like 80, 90 what interviews. They can't do that. Samsara. You could have it be a part of the documentary if you want, but it's just too crazy because the document would be too tired. Because you're looking at a lot of I'm gonna get interviewed by a lot of places, a lot of people. 50, 60, 70 different interviews, 80 interviews, 100. I don't know. Imagine getting an interview at 100. Imagine having 100 different press conferences for the world tour. Yeah. But for my world tour, there is no paparazzi there because it's wide behind the scenes. The paparazzi is the fans. They're the ones who are the paparazzi. They take the pictures, they take the videos, they post it on Twitter. It's all behind the scenes. There is no paparazzi there because of why? I didn't sell. That's why I set the whole thing up. If I do go tour and you guys are going to see me behind the scenes cracking jokes with VJ, you know what I'm saying? You see VJ for cracking jokes. You see the John Boyega cracking jokes. You know what I'm saying? They played the trailer of Zanus and the event. The fans going crazy. Oh my God, Ivan, John, VJ. You know what I'm saying? Eric, that's so scary. I can't wait for this movie. It's been crazy, yeah. It's been crazy, yeah, man. Sarah. That's why you guys are full of bad. Oh my God, yeah. Peace out. Get what you deserve. Don't hate what I'm saying. Yeah. See, if I go touring, that means me, VJ, and Peter can't. We're gonna tour. We can't watch all of post production. Obviously, we're gonna have to just let the team do their thing. Obviously, let the visual effects team do their thing. Okay, guys, I'm gonna be going touring for a good like 2 months. So while I'm touring, I'm gonna leave you guys to work. And then once I go touring, I will come back and I'll watch the rest of post production. Obviously, so I'm saying, yeah. That's why me and VJ. That's why me and VJ might have to hire an assistant, obviously, if we go touring. Or you can have the head of production do the touring if you want, handle everything. No, just have your head of production handle. Your head of production will handle all the schedule. Okay, Ivan, your next interview, your next press conference is in what? Is in New York. It's in California. It's in Los Angeles. It's in Florida. It's in England. I'm saying in London. Yeah, it was something crazy worldwide. Right, and the script developers, they handle the business side of things. So whoever I hire, John Favreau, Dave Filoni, if I go touring, I will give them me and VJ's business card, obviously, and hey, you guys are in charge. Okay, yeah, you guys are in charge of the business. Every time we land in all these different cities around, in all these different countries around the world, you have to find a luxury hotel for us to stay on Google, obviously on your phone. Obviously, you're in charge of booking, paying for the limo services, the feeding, all that. Yeah, you have to pay for that. I'm sorry. Ivan, standard hotels? No, luxury hotels. I can afford it. Most suites on average are about $1,000 a night, so I can easily afford to stay at luxury hotels. Say, but don't book the actors to like a $10,000 night suite. Don't do that. Book them to like a $1,500, $1,000 a night, $2,000 a night suite. I can afford that. I'm sorry. The cheaper suites, not the ones that are like the rare ones that are $8,000, $10,000. But most suites are like 1,000 a night around there. 1,500 a night. Only the rarities are like 5, 6, 7, 8, 10,000 a night. Most suites on average are about like 1,200 a night around there. So you can book the actors luxury. Yeah, book luxury hotels. We stay in a nice hotel with a pool. The actors have a jacuzzi in their room. They give them with time, but don't be stupid and book them at $1,000 suites. I'm sorry. Make sure you find limo service to take to need transportation. Make sure you have limo service for all of us. For me, I'm on tour, Peter, PJ. I'm saying that's what you're actually living the life, obviously. And make sure what uh you find a buffet restaurant for feeding for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Ivan, you're obsessed with buffets. Yes, because buffets fill you up. There's nothing worse than eating one plate bullshit at a restaurant and you're still hungry. That's why, guys, everywhere we go, find a buffet restaurant. That way, all you can eat. That way, the actors are well fed for breakfast, lunch, and dessert and dinner. That way, they're well fed and they have two big plates. They're full. They're well fed. Whereas if you eat one plate, they might still be hungry. So I'm sorry. But look, guys, if you guys want to get your own clothes, have a drink at the bar, man, you're paying with that's your own money, man. I'm not paying for you, man. Everything else to do with the flights, living, and feeding is paid for, and transportation is paid for, limo services. But if you want to get your own clothes at the store, which I most likely will, your own shoes for your girlfriend or your wife or your family, or you have a drink at the bar, you're paying for that. I'm not paying for you. But sometimes because I'm generous, I might take all the stars and all them out to a nice dinner. I'll to the bar. It's on me. I'll do that sometimes. And sometimes I'll do a party with them, and it's on me obviously. But if you guys want to have a drink at the bar and hang out, I was like, you're paying with their money. I'm not paying for you. I pay you a lot of money. You're paying for your own beer. I'm not paying for you, sir. Ivan, do you hope you go touring? Yes and no, because it's gonna wear me out. But going touring is fucking fun. I'd love to go touring for saying this, but I told you if I go touring, it's behind the scenes. It is all behind the scenes. I'm saying it's not in the public eye. That's why maybe you should be living the life, and you guys are like total shit. You're gonna cry, man. You're gonna cry because you're looking at for my world tour. It's world for my touring. For my tour, for me and VJ's tour for Zanes, it's not some local thing like in America. No, it's like around the world, man. It's worldwide, all over Canada, America, Europe, China, Japan, New Zealand, Australia. It's like crazy, man. Yeah, Korea, India, perhaps. Yeah. The only places that won't interview us are probably like the Middle East and Africa and South America. Those places won't interview us. But like America, Canada, Europe, and like Australia, New Zealand, and China and Japan, those places are guaranteed going to interview us. But for China and Japan, they're going to have to hire a translator, obviously, because the people in China and Japan don't speak English. So they have a translator. We talk, and the translator translate for the audience. They understand what we're saying. So I'm saying, yeah, yeah. I'm saying, I don't know. I go on the world tour. He's like, Ivan, this is fucking crazy, man. I said, I've never experienced this kind of thing like this before. Yeah, Ivan, this like blows Weatherwings out of the water. This is crazy. I feel so on top of the world. Yeah, it's an amazing feeling. You feel saved because you were trending. You know what I'm saying? The whole world's tuning in. It's an amazing feeling, man, to be saved by God, man. You feel it's the best feeling in the world. Adrenaline rush. You're a part of that buzz of me. You're a movie star. You're staying in the suites. You're living a life. Yeah, limo services. You're a movie star. It's an amazing feeling. You know, in Hollywood, the Hollywood actors, they feel on top of the world too. But my company's better than Hollywood, some say. As Hollywood can't afford to have actors stay in suites and have limo service for them for 2 months straight for touring. No, they can't afford that. Hollywood does pay for limo service for the actors sometimes too. They have the actors stay in hotels when they go touring for the movies, obviously, but it's local. It's a local thing. They maybe go touring for maybe 2 weeks. Or a few places in America, few places in maybe some places in Europe sometimes, and that's it. My touring is worldwide. Canada, America, Japan, Europe, something crazy like that. That's been crazy. I say we're so proud of it, obviously. Oh my god, Ivan. I feel so on top of the world. Yeah, it's an amazing feeling, you know what I'm saying? That's why Peter the actor's gonna beg, Ivan, please, man, can I direct your Great Escape? I'm like, Peter, you're not good for the Great Escape. Ivan, please. I had the best time of my life, man. Like, I felt so on top of the world. Your company's was better. I don't want to go back to Hollywood. I know, but you're not good for the Great Escape or Matrix, Peter. You're not good at all, Sarah. It's not fair to Keanu Reeves, and Ben Affleck and Scarlett Johansson. It's not fair to Michael B. Jordan. They want to be safe too. It's not just about you, Sarah. Whichever franchise I do, it's not fair, Sarah. Yeah. And after that crazy, let's say I go touring, after that crazy world tour, the actors are all now experiencing the buzz for the game that's going to get released and the documentary. After it experienced that worldwide fame for the world tour, feeling on top of the world, man. The trends too, obviously. And you also have the buzz for the movie coming out, and then you ended off with the British Hotel and and you have crazy buzz for that for the red carpet and a crazy 2 day party event, feeling on top of the world trending. That's why now you understand why they're all going to beg, obviously. They live the life, yeah. They live the life. Sarah? They live the life. That's why Scott's going to blow out the water and saying this was the best told the most bitcher, man. Yeah, man. Best fans told the most bitcher. You guys will see what I mean when you read my book, obviously. Anyways, guys, I'm tired. As if it's Iron Man was like our piece. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Bye, guys. Talk to you later.